I'm Tracy Baxter with today's Record Newswatch. Tuesday's storm brought another flow of problems to the flood-weary hamlet of Livingston Manor, where flash flooding from Cattail Creek forced temporary evacuations and caused damage to vehicles and property along Upper Main Street and off Chandelier Road. Sullivan County Public Safety Commissioner Dick Martinkovic is among those assessing the situation there. He says the floodwaters have put at least 2 houses that sit along Cattail Creek in jeopardy.
We also inspected and looked at 3 houses who have their backyards on the Cattail Creek stream, which washed out the backyards of these homes and came right up underneath their decks up to the foundation. The homes are seriously in trouble, and the code enforcement officials are trying to ascertain whether they're inhabitable and whether other arrangements for living have to be made for those folks.
The flash flooding from the heavy rain forced the closing of 2 bridges in Livingston Manor, with another bridge there swept away. Down trees and debris that end up in the surging water reportedly contributed to that destruction.
That continues to be the biggest problem that I see, where we've restored some of these streams, that we have these storms, the trees come down, they float in the water, they come up against the bridge, they become a blockage for the water to pass under the bridge, and then they go to the left or the right with the water, and that's where it washes everything out, and next thing you know, the load goes and there goes the bridge down the stream.
Livingston Manor wasn't the only flooding trouble spot in the region. A few communities in northern Ulster County suffered damage, and in Orange County, problems were reported in Blooming Grove and Monroe, where severe flooding off Gilbert Street along Route 17M meant people needed to be rescued from 2 houses, and 1 person was trapped in a car that had to be removed by a tow truck from knee-deep water. Area utility companies were hoping to have most of the power restored to impacted customers in our region by tonight. Keep checking back here at Record Online to get the latest storm information and ongoing recovery efforts. An effort is being made today to try to put off the proposed sale of the county-owned Valley View nursing home for at least 2 years. Legislator Roxanne Donnery was making that pitch to members of the legislature's Health and Mental Health Committee this afternoon. Donnery, who chaired a special legislative committee that found fault with County Executive Ed Diana's plan to sell Valley View, says by putting the sale on hold, new management could be brought in to help improve the facility's finances. During a Tuesday news conference held by members of the Orange County Democratic Alliance, Marianne McDonough, whose mother has lived at Valley View for more than 20 years, said the facility's uncertain future is taking its toll on Valley View residents and staff.
I see patients, residents who are beside themselves with fear. I see employees who don't know if they're going to continue working or not. I see people just beside themselves, and they're like hanging on the precipice of what's going to happen to them. And that is egregious. It's egregious that that is happening to our fellow citizens, and in my case, to my relative. And I resent that that is allowed to take place.
County legislators will have to decide whether to provide funding for Valley View in the county's 2013 budget. If County Executive Ed Diana chooses to defund the facility in his budget, that is due to be presented October 1st. Reporter Chris McKenna will have the latest developments here at Record Online and in tomorrow's Times-Herald Record. More verbal fireworks in the village of Monticello last night as Mayor Gordon Jenkins accused Sullivan County District Attorney Jim Farrell of not respecting black people. The outburst came following a public hearing on a proposed law that could potentially enable the village to pay the legal expenses of employees charged with crimes. The village board took no action on the proposal. Farrell is prosecuting Jenkins on a misdemeanor charge in connection with an altercation at Jenkins' business where he allegedly took a swing at a man and struck a police officer. The DA is also looking into the conduct of village administration in the hiring process used to fill a vacant police department position. Jenkins further accused the DA of playing politics primarily with African Americans. Farrell attended the meeting and didn't speak. Outside Village Hall, he said he would have no comment on the, quote, incendiary, divisive comments made by the elected mayor of Monticello. City of Newburgh fire investigators are calling it suspicious the origin of a fire that badly damaged a vacant house Tuesday evening. When they arrived at the scene, firefighters found a flame shooting out the back windows of the two-story house at number 82 Carson Avenue. Personnel from 4 surrounding departments helped Newburgh firemen get the blaze under control in about a half hour, and they were able to keep it from spreading to a nearby house about 20 feet away. There were no injuries. Newburgh Fire Chief Michael Vatter says it did not appear to be an accidental fire. And construction of a new Tappan Zee Bridge is now one step closer to reality. Today, Governor Andrew Cuomo announced the formation of a selection review team that will move forward with the design of the $5.2 billion span that will replace the current bridge. The review team will evaluate the design plans that will be presented by 3 bidders competing to construct the new Tappan Zee. The winning bidder is expected to be chosen this fall, with actual construction possibly starting by the end of the year. The target date for the new bridge and its opening is 2017. In the wake of Tuesday's storm, we will be enjoying a couple more days of nice weather. Thursday will be mostly sunny and pleasant with the highs in the low 70s. Ditto for Friday. Temperatures reaching the 70 to 75 degree range Friday under a mostly sunny sky. Make Record Online your source for breaking news and get a complete wrap-up on all that's happening by starting your day with the Times-Herald Record. For Record Newswatch, I'm Tracy Baxter.